Yes, it's official. According to Forbes on December 7, 2022, Elon Musk is no longer the richest man on earth. And if you think it's Jeff Bezos who is coming for revenge to take back his position, it's simply not true. The new richest man is not even from America. He is French and is the owner of fashion market leader LVMH Holding. The holding has a group of world-famous luxury brands under its hood. LVMH is founded in 1987 in Paris, and in 1989, Bernard Arnault became the majority stakeholder in the holding. From this date on, Mr. Arnault is using each cent of company's profits on purchasing new fashion brands and luxury houses. In 2022, we can see their portfolio comprising of numerous world-famous brands. To have a glance, we see a handful of them here. Moët Hennessy and Louis Vuitton are among the earliest brands merged to form the holding. The next glamorous fashion house merged was Fendi. In December 2001, LVMH bought Prada's stake and increased its shares in Fendi to 51%, becoming the majority stakeholder. This finally reached to 84% in 2003. Now, being the market leader in 2017, they started negotiations with Christian Dior. LVMH technically acquired the Paris-based fashion house in 2017. Now let's see how he defines his story in an interview with Oxford.
I'll start off by just asking questions myself, and then after I've done that, we'll open up to audience questions, which I'm sure there are plenty. So starting off with just a question about your background, I was wondering, is it true that your first career choice was to be a professional pianist?
It's not exactly true. No, I'm good amateur pianist. I like very much music, but I realized quite early, in spite of playing quite well, I had not the level of becoming a real professional. Especially, I have a lot of friends who are very good pianists. I know that some weeks ago you received my friend Lang Lang. Yeah. I had he came. I see him each time he's in Paris, because you know we have a foundation, Louis Vuitton Foundation, and he gave the first concert there. And last week he gave a master class, which was fantastic. He came with young kids of between 10 and 15 that were playing wonderfully, and the way he's explaining the interpretation is incredible. But okay, yeah. No, I could not be a real professional.
So then how was it that you arrived in the luxury sector?
I arrived in the luxury sector for, I would say, family reason. Because when I was managing family business, which was in a different sector, I happened to enter in contact with a group in France that was having problems, business problems. And in this group, there was Christian Dior. And I was interested by business, and I wanted to turn around this group and build on which I think was at the time the best asset. And the best asset was Christian Dior. And I was interested in Christian Dior for a long time. Because the first time, you know, you are very young, but the first time I was in New York, it's in 71. And I remember the first time I arrived at Kennedy Airport, I took a cab. And at the time, the president of the US was Richard Nixon. By the way, they were devaluating the dollar during the summer where I was there. I bought dollars and my dollars went down. But I arrived at the airport and I started to talk to the cab driver, and he loved France. And he was interested in politics. So I asked him, and he did not like Nixon. So he was talking about that. He said, you love France, so what do you know in France? Do you know the French president? It was Mr. Pompidou at the time. nobody here remembers. But he said, no, I don't know the French president, but I know Christian Dior. And immediately, it struck me and showed that the name of Christian Dior is one of the, if not the most known all over the world in many countries. When I go to China, when I go everywhere, it's the name which is the most well known. So as far back as 71, I understood the power of a name. It's not enough, but I think it's one reason also. When by chance I was in contact with the real company, I think it's when I had the idea of doing this.
And of course, the luxury sector spans over so many different products, but what do you think the definition of luxury is?
First of all, I don't like very much the word luxury, because you have something attached to it which means show off, which means something of non-significance, something futile, something that is useless. And I think a better definition is combination of quality and creativity. It's how I define what we do. Obviously, these products, because of the very high quality they have, because of the high level of innovation, they are expensive. But the reality is really behind the appearance, behind the price. It's the quality and the innovation that people are looking for. So for me, it's the definition. And in the group, we are really concentrated on this. How can we create the most innovative products? And the creators or the scientists that work with us in the many laboratories we have, they have complete freedom to express new ideas, and after that we have to transform them in reality all over the world.
The group's key success reason could be their tight relations with eccentric celebrities in advertising campaigns. They have revamped the brand to attract younger buyers, with Jay-Z and Beyoncé being their latest ambassadors, after buying Tiffany. In 2021, LVMH and Jay-Z announced a new 50% partnership in Ace of Spades champagne, which was reflected as a risk investment in a bubble by newspapers at the time. The next high-profile celebrity was actor-singer Rihanna and her Fenty Beauty fashion line. LVMH, which invested 30 million euros in the brand at launch, now controls just over 50% of Fenty Beauty, becoming the majority stockholder. Elon Musk, however, still has time to retake his position, but with cutting down Tesla's China production and rising profits of Arnault's LVMH, the future of the battle remains blurry and really hard to predict. Thank you for watching this episode and subscribe for more.